Oh, yes. And so we have our divine message, Gang Sarah. And the title of her page is called The Shadow of Resistance. Coming out of Tobago near Trinidad. The temple is shadows, which means your shadow self. Everyone has a shadow self. A self within yourself. The self that you talk to without moving your lips. The inside. You see, your shadow is because of the sun. Without the sun, you'd see no shadow. It actually gives you a reflection of yourself. Isn't that a nice gift? But we're talking about the shadow of resistance here. And the element that she finds herself in would be bush, which is basically nature. And this is her description. Shadow goddess, Gang Sarah, the witch of Golden Lane, blew into Tobago on a determined breeze from West Africa to emancipate her family. This is what I'm coming for, family. This is what I'm coming for. Emancipation. Everything that I have said is about emancipation of humanity. So far, I have my family unit. We're all on the same page with these things moving forward. But when you say family, that is humans. My fellow human beings. Not just my direct family. You see, when you're a goddess, your family is larger than you think. You become everyone's mother. And you look at them through the eyes of the mother. Therefore, compassion, love, kindness are the seeds that you sow, that you reap the reward. Yeah? It's a farming metaphor, or it's not a metaphor, it's a farming tool. It's very real. When you help someone else, it definitely comes back to you. It might take a little minute, but it does. So we have to begin to use our heads a little more. So let's read the message. Shadow goddess Gang Sarah, which I read already, the witch of Golden Lane, blew into Tobago on a determined breeze from West Africa to emancipate her family. Now, let me break down why they may have this wording witch in here. Because, see, I understand that this broadcast is for the world. And not all of our groups out there are privy, are open-minded to information. They pretty much just study their little block of information until they know it like the back of their hand, but never venture out into any other studies. And let's face it, coming to Earth, it makes it fun coming to Earth because of all the variety. Like, Earth is just super awesome. But the people are killing her. And so she wants to emancipate her human family. And this is the guidance that Gang Sarah gives. Remember, she gave the guidance to me, and I'm sharing it with you. It says, you are scared that you are going to mess it all up. You may have stumbled, but this is a new day. Learn to show up for yourself. See, because of my particular natal chart, which is my star chart, the way things are placed for the time I was born, I I have a couple of signs that are in direct conflict with each other. And it causes me to have difficulty, well, in relationships. But it's like more geared towards my younger years. But I knew that in my wiser years, things would balance out. And it has, just like that. Get your natal charts done, people. Contact me. I have a chat bot right on my website. It comes right through to me, and we can talk. I'd love to talk to you. www.tonya23.com, and that's Tonya with an O. Tonya. And do me a favor, Google the meaning of the name Tonya. Tonya. I want you to do that, because I want you to understand who you're listening to, so that you don't throw me aside just because I don't talk like you. But you definitely need to hear what I have to say, because there's a scripture out there, and it says, be careful how you treat people, because they might just be an angel. Look up the meaning of my name. Names shape individuals. Names are very, very powerful and linked to people. And so, let's get back to that. Back in the ancient times, when people were aware of their extra abilities, or their abilities, period. We can't say that they were extra, because they're given to us all. Some of us have to develop them. Some of us already are developed. But witches were none other than very high spiritual women that were able to work with the earthly elements: fire, water, air, land, spirit. Those that work with the elements, they called them witches, because they were shutting down their systems, living their own lives, doing what they want to do, and rebelling against the system. The religious groups demonized these women, called them witches, and commenced to burning them on stakes. The very first witches were African women, using their powers. And so that's what happened to them. Gang Sarah says, learn to show up for yourself, people. Don't give up. The embodiment is, sometimes we ghost ourselves from our own dreams and resist our own magic. Stop holding back, worrying, and pretending to seek perfection that will never come. That has been my conversation to myself. Like, I want to make sure I got everything right before I launch it, this and that. Time is going by, but I definitely do work every day. But I'm talking about building this podcast thing. I got to get on here every day to make it work. But my concern is, I want to be available for the people. I want to have fresh, new words of power as we go through this journey. Don't wait on perfection to go out and begin to build your empires, because perfection will never come. You gotta work things out while you're still moving forward. When it comes to you stepping into your greatness, resistance keeps you stuck. Resistance blocks growth, creativity, and evolution. Resistance may like procrastination, laziness, disorganization, excuses, or lack of motivation. But there are deeper forces at play. That's the part, people. That's the part, family. That's the part right there. That's the part. There are deeper forces at play. Because we're being changed. Our superpowers are coming online. It is told that you are resisting the force that you really are. And that's exactly what's happening on a large scale. Because us as a people have not come out and come together and stopped these darn planes from spraying these respiratory chemicals in the air. That's a form of resisting the force of who we are. Because if we come together, we'll get every goddamn thing straight that we need to get straight. Or else they can run around and do all their own goddamn jobs all day. You got to put your foot down, and you got to do it for the babies. The children are the future. And let's face it, we are raising some brilliant children out there. They deserve to be able to breathe, y'all. They deserve to be able to breathe. I'm a grandmother as well. I'm out here fighting on the front lines right through these podcasts. Words of power, because I do believe when the word is put forth into the atmosphere or the ethers or electronics or whatever, it only gains more power. The breath of life. The breath of life in you. The word that comes off of that needs to be paid attention to. When it comes to you stepping into your greatness, resistance keeps you stuck. Lollygagging, shit-talking friends. Oh, you don't need to do such and such, girl. Blah, 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 blah. Really? They ain't did shit, though. Shut it down. Move past that. Don't get stuck there. You could be there for years. Resistance blocks growth, creativity, and evolution. Resistance may look like, I'm going to tell you all these things that resistance looks like. Number one, procrastination. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. I'm going to about to be a wrap. Whenever you start thinking like that, boom, your mind be like, oh shit, there go that procrastination monster. You chop his head off in your mind. And continue to move forward what you're doing. Whatever it is. Laziness. Disorganization. I've really been working on that lately because I am an office manager. I have no business being unorganized, but I'm never unorganized to like a detrimental point, but a couple of things could be out of order, but I've been working to put everything into categories, and so far so good, because I built my empire starting with $5. You guys got to know my story out there. With all these people that have all these marketing money so that they can throw themselves at people, I'm walking on faith and belief that those that need to connect with me will come coming. They will come. I just need to have patience and continue to move forward. Period. That is the key to success. Not letting procrastination get to you, which encompasses a whole lot of different things come in procrastination. Laziness, that's when you're giving up on yourself. You're giving up. Sometimes we just need rest, but we're talking about laziness now. And trust me, I am preaching to myself as well. It might look like disorganization, laziness, procrastination, and making excuses. That's a dead giveaway. To those of you that make excuses, they know. They know. They know what you're doing. It definitely is no secret. The whole slogan would be, stop making excuses. That's a common comment. Or just having lack of motivation. That is a spiritual attack. And it can also become a generational curse. It could be a generational curse that's manifesting through you. Now you're being attacked by it. Well, there are ways to get you back on track. And it really starts with you. When your dreams come through, I'm actually working on this practice because I have my Scorpio, my Venus is in Scorpio. My Jupiter is in Scorpio. And my Sun is in Scorpio. And I have a Cancer moon. So, I'm all difficult here. I'm a hot mess, put it like that. But I got myself under control because I know who I am. I know that these earthly things down here are meant to throw us off track. Awareness is key. How can you begin to work on something when you're not even aware of it? I'll leave you with this declaration before we close. Your declaration from the goddess that she gives you is, hey, this is me. I show up. This is me. I am who I am. I'm going to show up for myself. That is a great message. Showing up for yourself means coming together and getting this air back together. Whether they got drones or whatever it is, they got to go. We want them to stop. Us coming together, they will stop. Well, I also have a group on my website that once you subscribe with only your email address, and you can join our group called Cosmic Collaborators. And I created it as a social media space. You have your emojis, your comments, upload videos, GIFs, whatever. It works exactly like Facebook or Instagram. You got likes, you can share. You can even share your videos that you post there on other social media sites. Trying to get people involved. Come on through, because we're not going to be able to depend on YouTube, Instagram, and friggin', TikTok has already got one leg in the door and one leg out the door, I believe, because you learn so much from that. They must take it. You know that. You know, anything that's helping, it got to go, right? What remains is what they want to remain. Systems. Yet, depriving humanity. They're not, but they are. It's a very dastardly mechanism that has been created to trap us all. And we're telling it, just like the walls of Jericho, you coming tumbling down. And on that note, family, show up for yourself. Give yourself a chance. Don't ghost your own self. Remember, this is the key. In this life, only you are your worst enemy. Because whatever is implanted in your mind and you begin to believe it, like say, someone tells you they're your enemy, or they're pissed off at you, and you're like, oh yeah, well, no, they're definitely an enemy. Don't think about them. Just keep it moving. You might have to get an energy clearing, though, because it is very real. People sending negative energy around. Very, very real. My suggestion, and the basic thing, is to do your Dead Sea salt baths once or twice a month. Keep your aura and everything together. But the goddess will see you again soon with another profound message as I receive them. I shall be myself and move forward and share. Don't forget, follow me on Spreaker podcast. Please follow me. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, House of Tanya 23. And if you want to contact me, definitely hit the chat bot on the website at www.tanya23.com. Hit the chat bot. Send me a message. I'll respond to you right there, because I get it right away. I thank you for your time and your patience, because the way I unpack messages is a little different from what you might be used to. But a message is a message, family. Take the message and wish the messenger blessings. Everyone stay safe. Stay conscious. Keep your head on swivel. That's a nice cliche thing that we've come up with. Keep your head on swivel at all times, which means your neck is going to be hurting. Because when you're out there in the world, you got to keep watching yourself, and you got to watch your own back too. All systems that trap human beings into the programming, I declare, are coming down. All the way. Amen. Ra. And so, as I depart from this 44th episode at the Words of Power podcast, yes, let's give ourselves a hand. Let's give ourselves a hand. Yes. Fire shot. We're on the 44th episode, and we're motivated. We can't wait to get to 100. Ashe. Have a wonderful week, family. And remember, show up for yourself. All right, we out.